Alrighty guys, bluntslide42 is here in the house. I'm ready to come in front of all of you and give you something that I don't think I've given you yet. A brief background about my gaming experience and introduction into gaming. Yeah, isn't that exciting? Well, it's occurred to me that I haven't exactly been very forward with my personal life in my Let's Plays or my videos. And you guys probably want to know a little bit more about me. I'm sure there's questions out there. Anyway, it all started over at my grandfather's house when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, I guess. He had 3 Nintendo games, a Tenjin baseball game where there's 4 diamonds on the middle. The crowd's faces is multiple like circular red, blue, green, yellow like dots all over the place, and the ball goes in slow motion. You can do curveballs, fastballs, and the guy's batting is really fat and doesn't have any hands, and they run hella fast. And you get a strikeout and it goes or buzz or something, and well, that's one of my first, I believe. And then the original Mario and the Duck Hunt and the Clay Pigeon combo, or the 2 games in one. That was the other one. Everyone knows what Mario was. I didn't know you could beat the game twice. Like the first time I beat it and then restarted it and saw that the what was it? The Goombas turned into metal black helmet guys whose their names are failing me. But anyway, and the last one was Jack Nicklaus's golf, where you hit the ball OB and you get a buzzard, an annoying buzzard sound, and you get a 2-stroke penalty. You have to do it again, and that getting the distance down on that is frickin' hard, but it's awesome because you just hit the ball into the horizon and it gets smaller and smaller, and you can see it plop onto the green, and it bounces up, and then it goes lower, and it bounces up, and it goes lower and lower, and then it stops and comes to a rest and tells you how far you hit it. Those are the earliest gaming memories that I have, anyway. Then I've owned a bunch of different consoles. I got a Game Genie, a Game Shark. This is probably right when codes first, or I was actually introduced to the internet. Like there was no IGN or GameFAQs back then. There were just random walkthroughs or blogs, I guess you would call them now, of different games people have played and secrets they've come across or hidden items or whatnot. Gaming's become so mainstream now. It's like everyone knows what a game is, a video game anyway. Back in when I had the Power PC, you couldn't call these games, but they were. I mean, I Let's played one of them, I guess, if you could call that a Let's Play, because it is a short game. Dino Safari, that basically you go around taking pictures of dinosaurs for points, or video capturing their movements and calling them out and heading across all the worlds to capture all the dinosaurs in their correct locations. Well, that's one of the first games. Another one was a trivia game, or a world trivia, where you get asked like a question, and then you have 4 options, and you get it right, you get a funny or a correct cinematic, like happy guys throwing hula hoops around their heads and jumping around. Or if you get it wrong, you get like this guy trying to take off in an airplane and he crashes to the ground and you lose points. Maybe some of you have played it, I don't know. And then another one was Vector. I think it was called Vector. And you are a wireframe spaceship, and everything else is wireframe. You destroy other wireframe vector ships, and they explode like spaghetti, pow, and they just spread all over the place. And there's just lines of white and black, and that's it. That's the game. I think you pick up green orbs? Maybe. It's been a long time since I played this. I don't even think I have it anymore. But you do something to get to the next level or unlock the stage. And then the other one was Oregon Trail, I think. Oregon Trail, you shoot oxen, and you avoid snakes, and you cross rivers, and you make different decisions with your crew. I think that might be that might be one of the earliest RPG games ever. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think there were text-based games way before that, but yeah, those are the earliest memories I have of my gaming experience. I'd like to hear your guys's. And then I got, all the handheld consoles, the original Game Boy, then the color Game Boy, then the Advance, and then the DS, and got the Game Gear, and no, I didn't get a Lynx. I did not get a Lynx. I also did not get a CDI, and I also did not get let's see, what was that thing? No, pretty much anything after Nintendo I had. Dreamcast, Genesis, Saturn, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, and then the newer generation consoles. And just I've been playing games on every single format. My cousin and I, anyway, we usually rent 2 or 3 games a week, or we used to anyway. We've become very distant, and we haven't spoken in years, actually. It's pretty sad because I have a lot of fond memories playing with them. But that leads me to today and why I'm doing this update. I really haven't been so forward in my Let's Plays with the... how do I explain this? I don't even understand how to explain this. I should know how to beat the games that I'm playing, but I always, I forget what I'm doing. Literally, I struggle over beating a part more than actually commenting on what's funny or what's happening in my life or any casual stuff that you might find entertaining. I always focus on what's at hand. How do I make this jump, or how do I take out that enemy, or why is this game being such an ass? Anyway, let's see, what was the final thing? There was one more thing that was... Oh, right, PC gaming. It all began with Delta Force 2. My cousin and I were playing online. It's a pretty interesting first-person shooter. You got this knife where you can cut people's throats. It's a one-hit kill stealth thing. The jumping's pretty glitchy in it. You could get a grenade launcher, or there's a bunch of snipers, different long-range sniper rifles you can get, and you gotta control the wind with it. You only get so many bullets. It's pretty funny, actually. There's some snow levels, some desert levels. Oh my god, it's so primitive looking at it now. And then StarCraft, that was another one where you could just sit down and play 6 hours at a time and pretty much come to a draw and keep going, or someone leaves after 6 hours after you're about to win and rape them. They just quit the game. It's like, oh my god. After a while, it's just And I always played as Zerg, get in the queens, evolve in the hives, or maybe the Protoss. I didn't like Terran. I mean, the battleships were fine. Is that even what they're called anymore? I can't even remember. Enough about that. And then I went to let's see, what was it? Online gaming. Counter-Strike 1.6 or 1.5. Yeah, I have a couple of 5-digit Steam accounts, a 6-digit Steam account. If it matters, I don't think it matters. That's just me gloating. It's just a number. But apparently they're very rare because they're up to like 9 digits now. I played with my friends and we went into CalMain, or maybe CPL. I don't even know what it's called anymore. Things have changed so much. I know now it's ESA or something. You play on ESA. And then it was Halo 3 for a while. It took me forever to get my 50. Forever. We're talking like 2 years here of straight playing and trying to get a 50. But now I have 2 of them. Woohoo! Big deal, right? And then a little bit of Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and then Uncharted 2 recently, I guess. And I'm just hopping between consoles and what I find interesting and playing. I'll try to focus more on getting Let's Plays done in the future for you guys. And if you found this video interesting, please leave a comment. I'm bluntslide42. Good night.